2, 1. I'm joined right now by Cal Poly Humboldt women's soccer team coming off a big victory in the semifinals of the 2025 CCAA women's soccer tournament. I'm joined right now by Coach Grant Landy. Would you take us through and introduce each of your players to us, please?
Yeah, we have two of our captains here, Alexis and Josie Wolitzky, and then our goal scorer tonight, Nicole Beauchemin.
You gave us a little preview right there, but it was a 1-0 game. Can you take us through this game you played against the number 1 seed, Cal Poly Pomona?
Yeah, I think it was a similar game than we had in the last 2 or 3 weeks, where our team is just playing really hard and organized on the defensive side. We knew Pomona is individually very skilled, but we just had a really good mindset and mentality this last 3 weeks, and it's just carried over to this game. And then, in a game like this where you're going to get, not a ton of chances, we had an opportunity to convert a free kick and buried it, and that was the difference in the game.
We go to Nicole. I'd like you to talk about your free kick and just the opportunity that you had out there and what you were kind of seeing on your approach.
Okay. The placement of the ball was a little bit further out than usual when I would think about shooting, but our mentality this whole tournament has been, why not? And this is a win or go home game, so me and Blue were on the ball and she told me, you want to shoot it? I was like, yeah, I'll just shoot it. And it just worked out in our favor.
Alexis, I'm going to ask you a question. Tell me about the confidence you had out there when you saw Nicole strike the ball. When you knew, you had a little conversation, but you knew she was going to be the one taking it.
Me and Nicole are always on the ball, and even during practice, just going through the plays, and I had full confidence in her. I said, if you want to take it, you could take it. And I had full faith that she was going to kick it in the goal, and she did. I'm just super excited for her, and I'm so proud of our team for our mentality in this game. And I mean, it's intimidating playing a number 1 seed, but our confidence going into this game was really pivotal for the outcome.
I'm going to go over to Josie on this one. Josie, we talked a little bit about offense out there. Can you tell me about the defense and the way you guys put up a shutout against one of the best offensive teams, not even in the CCAA, but in the country?
Yeah, I think collectively this season our defense has been doing a really good job. I think it all comes down to the communication and trust that we have with each other. At the end of that game, they were throwing a lot of players up onto the back line that we had to defend and figure out, but we just were able to talk with each other and keep them in front of us, and we also trusted each other that if someone was going, they would win the ball and we'd be behind them to support them.
And you mentioned to me, we were talking about the prep on this one, that you guys have scored 3 goals against Pomona this year, and they all came on free kicks. Could you just tell me the confidence, and maybe you guys practice that? Tell me about what you guys do to prepare for those moments when you do have those opportunities.
Yeah, we always practice our free kicks, the practice before a game normally, so we just really work on those pieces and getting our kicks down, but it all comes down to being in the moment and really just finishing those when we need it.
Coach, can I hand it back to you?
Yeah.
This is your 5th year with the program. You've started to make your team kind of perennial team in the CCAA tournament, but this is the best run you guys have had on this one. What does it mean for your program and for these ladies there to get the experience of the CCAA championship match on Sunday?
Yeah, it's great for our program, for our university, but it really, for me, the joy comes from seeing the hard work that these guys have put in and them getting the payoff for it. I mean, that's always been my number 1 thing why I got into coaching, and is to see all that work and all that dedication and all that trust in each other. These teams don't come along very often, and we have one of those teams this year that just believes in themselves. And so for them to show that belief out on the field today against a really good opponent, get the opportunity and the win, it just means a lot to me and our coaching staff, because I know how hard these guys have worked.
I got to ask you about one other thing.
Yeah.
The matchup you guys have in the championship against Chico.
Yeah.
You guys played them roughly 2 weeks ago now at this point. It was a 3-3 game. It was a barn burner on that one. Just tell me about the chance you get a rematch against that one. It was one of the best games in the CCAA all year.
Yeah, that game was amazing. I mean, honestly, one of the more intense games that I've ever been a part of. So this is going to be really a great final. It's pretty apropos, though. Kim is in her final season with Chico. Kim started out as a coach at Humboldt, so she has some ties there. I mean, you couldn't really have scripted this any better for both programs.
Well, we can't wait to see that match on Sunday. Like you said, you guys played your way into that championship, and we'll be seeing you guys at 3 o'clock on Sunday against Chico State. Thank you very much.